but this is so exciting. Look at this chat just blowing up, y'all. Has this not been amazing, right? I'm just thinking, man, thank you so much, corporate, for making this training happen, because it is blowing up my whole organization. Like, so many people are winning, and I'm just honored to be on in the midst of like all these greatness, like Rachel Jones and SheriLynn and Amanda Boucher and Amy Spence and Ashley Renown. Like, y'all have been killing this, right? Have y'all had some major ahas the last week? I'm like, yay, it's changing my business again all over. And I just love that we link arms and share with everybody. It's just a huge honor to be a part. And I'm excited for those of you who don't know me. Maybe before I say this, I might need to say, we love our income disclosure and their averages, and anything I might say, just know that we have that income disclosure there. My name is Stacey Alcala. I joined this business 5.5 years, almost, it'll be 6 years in July. And I joined because SheriLynn wouldn't leave me alone. If I can say that and be totally honest, she saw something in me and in this, in network marketing, and it works, that I could not see for myself at all. And I told her no, but she asked me kind of every day for 3 weeks in a row in some way, like, you should do this. Oh, you sure you don't want to? Wait, oh, you don't think you're a salesperson? And you know, every day she would like little hints to do to get me in there. So I'm going to keep going with a little bit of my story. So I was a receptionist at my girls' school. Okay. And Sherry, you there?
I think we're good now.
Yay! Everybody's like, we're praying the enemy's not going to get us off on this. I'm like, okay, we're just going to kind of roll.
No, you're good. Did you get to share your story, Stace?
I was sharing in and out of it a little bit. But if you want to hop on and tell a little bit of yours, I can finish mine out.
No, finish yours. Let's go.
Okay. So I joined, I was just telling them, you didn't give up on me. You kept asking me every which way, every day for 3 weeks in a row straight. You gave me little hints to, hey, you should do this. You should try this. So all I want to tell you is, if you know somebody that you think would be awesome at this, or you really want to do this with, don't give up on them. Sherry didn't give up on me, and I'm so glad that she didn't, because this business has completely changed my life in so many ways. So when I joined, my husband was and still is in full-time ministry. I was working as a receptionist at my girls' school. My girls were older. We were busy, okay? Super, super busy. So that was part of it. I was like, I didn't think I could be successful, and I didn't feel like I had time. But then I realized I've been scrolling my phone. I mean, I could like check out Instagram and Facebook for 30 minutes to an hour every day. So then I started to realize what this tool was. And so I jumped in, I said yes after a lot of convincing, and I went for it. Okay. I didn't say yes and hold back. And within 3 months, there was amazing promotions going on, and I went diamond, and then went double diamond at 6 months after going to conference and realizing conference was such a game changer for me, because I believed this for Sherry. That was a lot of the beginning of me. That's a lot of my story. I could see her being successful. I could see her doing great things. And for me, I'm like, well, I'm going to support my friend. I'm going to support my sister. But when I started to see everybody's stories and all the different types of people that could be successful, something grew inside of me that I'm like, oh, Stacey, it was like a little God whisper, like, Stacey, this could be for you too. And so there have been times where I'm like, you can get that little comparison thing on, or you could even be on this training and go, that's for them, it's not for me. But I feel like sometimes you just got to listen to that little God whisper that goes, this could be for you too. This could change your life. And so went double diamond, a year later went triple, and then presidential in 3 months. And then a lot of life happened in my business. I stayed consistent through it, but things were up and down, and it wasn't the funnest part of my journey, but it was probably at this point the most growing part of my journey. And I can't remember, was it 2 years or 3 years that it took me to go ambassador? But one of the keys to going ambassador for me was definitely host a post. So I know that's what this is all about. And that changed my organization because it became part of our DNA, part of our culture that we were doing it. And let me tell you, we didn't have this system. Like I was doing it blindfolded. So now I'm like even more pumped. If you haven't gone back, you have to go back and watch all the trainings, these trackers, everybody, you know, that Amy talked about on the first day, have been a huge game changer for me. So last year in March, we went ambassador. It was just so exciting to do. And y'all, I never, like, I'm like, Sherry, when I joined you almost 6 years ago, I'm like, would we be running a corporate thing together? I mean, I thought you would be, but to be on here with you to share a tool that has just been such a game changer in the organization is it's kind of blown my mind.
It's crazy, you know, and it is so true that I love, Stacey, that you were at the beginning. It was easy to like feel like, well, I don't know if this is my personality. And who's ever felt like that? Maybe you enrolled with somebody, and if you do the color personality, maybe you're, you know, a yellow and you enrolled with someone that's more red, or maybe you're super, you know, red and the person you enrolled with was like yellow or green or blue, you know, and it's easy to be like, well, it's for them, but not for me. You know, who's ever felt like that, you know? And I even remember, you know, even when it comes to like, it took me going to my first It Works conference to see all these different people on the stage, the different walks of life, to be like, whoa, whether they're, you know, I remember seeing, Shelby, you know, said she was like a teen mom. Her husband was in the military, you know, just different people. Oh, someone, you know, that was a psychologist or a teacher or a nurse, and it's like, wow, this is for anyone. And so not only is, of course, this business for anyone, right? But not only is that, but the best part is now the business is for anyone. How you can work it is for anyone. And I know it's different people on, like every day. So I don't want to like assume you guys all know even like my story. And so I know if this is your first time being on, will you go ahead and in the chat put first time being on it? Let me know if it's your first time being on this host to post training. I want to know who's been on it the whole time. Oh yeah, you've got some first time. Okay. Oh, a bunch. Okay. Holy moly. So let me just say this. So okay. You have proven the point, different people each time. Okay, so what I do want to say real quick is I, you know, am an ambassador diamond, have been, you know, one of the top income earners in this company for 4 years. But I remember always hearing about people enrolling tons. Like, oh, you know, Christina enrolled 100 customers and Amanda enrolled 50 and Marwa enrolled, you know, 200. You know, I would hear all these numbers and I was like, oh my gosh. And for so long, I'm like, well, I'm a steps to success girl, you know, and that's great. And I'm not diminishing that, you know, and every month, you know, I could enroll my 6 customers. Sometimes I could get it to 10 and that was like the max. And so it was like, you know, I'd sign my 3 distributors, or, you know, I always tried to double my steps to success. But steps to success is bringing in 3 distributors every month and 6 customers every month. And that's great. And that's awesome. And that's what I did for 5 years. And I went to the top of the company doing that. Okay. But I always want to grow and I always want more. And here's one thing I know: when people join my team, it is a life-changing thing. It is a business opportunity that is changing lives. When people try these products, that is a life-changing thing. People getting healthier, you know, what it does, the transformation, you know. I remember a doctor telling Joey, Stacey's husband, my brother-in-law, that he, what was it, Stace?
That he added 20 years back to his life.
20 years back to his life when he got healthier with the, you know, with products and, you know, doing all of that. And so anyways, all of that to say, that I'm like, don't lose your train of thought, SheriLynn. Oh yeah, customers equal life change. So when I heard people saying they're enrolling all of these, and I'm over here like, well, I enrolled my 6, you know, I'm like, wait, no, I want more. And so for a while, I listened to the lie, it's for them and not for me. They're mass enrollers, I'm not. And I put this limit on myself. And it was really, I believe it was a glass ceiling that I had to shatter and go, wait, no, if Amanda can enroll 80 customers, why can't I enroll 80 customers? And so I wanted to learn, and I ended up It doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a ruby, a diamond, a double diamond, a presidential, an ambassador, top 10, top 5, whatever. Even Steph, number one, we're always wanting to learn from each other. And so when Amy Spence was doing a Zoom, a recording was posted of her sharing how the tracker method changed her business. I'm like, let me hear it. Okay. But what I loved was Amy Spence had always said she's a step success girl. And so I could relate with her. Something made me feel like I could relate with her. These other girls that were shouting out all the numbers and rolling, I'm like, good for you. You know, I just didn't feel like I could do that. I'm like, that's great, you know. And so I'm good at duplication, you know, or whatever. But no, that's me limiting myself. And we're not limiting y'all, okay? So after I heard Amy Spence say y'all, corporate gave us trackers in the E-Suite now. So everyone that said, where do I get these trackers from? In the E-Suite, okay? And so anyways, and so when they're in the E-Suite, but when Amy talked about tracking her host to post, getting 10 up a day, 10 host to post up a day, 6 about product, 2 of the business distributor ones, and 2 about the giveaway, I thought, okay, I'm already host to posting, because I thought I was host to posting, but I wasn't doing it the right way. I was getting them up, doing it once a week. The secret sauce is the consistency. The secret number is getting up 10 a day. The secret number is tracking it, and then we don't highlight it. So I always have highlighters all around now, you know, and in tracking it and highlighting it when they do it. And let me tell you guys, I began this March 21st. Here it is. I've used multiple trackers with one of the older trackers, March 21st. And I was like, I'm going to try this. I ended up March signing over 30 customers, and that wasn't even a full month. Last month, I did it 10 a day consistently. I signed over 70, y'all. Somebody that signed 7. Like, I'm telling you, I can give you hope. Like, I never, you know, and even this month, and I meant to count before Stacey and I were talking the other day. I mean, I think I was at 10, I just enrolled another one today, 11, maybe 12 customers so far this month doing it. And I don't know what the date is. It's the 9th. Why can't we all enroll a customer a day? That's 30. And my point is, because I want to tell you, I spent a lot of years not enrolling a lot. And now I'm like, wow, there's people that want this. And so here's what I want to tell you. If you aren't at the number you want, I promise you, you're not putting up 10 a day. If you are getting 10 up, not 10 yeses, 10 up a day, I would bet my, I don't know, left toe. Actually, I don't want to lose a toe, but I'm that confident that if you get up 10 a day, by the end of this month, you get up 10 a day up, you will have signed 20 plus customers. I'm serious. You will. Now, are there days you might sign 0? Sure. I've had days like that. And then the next day I'm like, whoa, I signed 2. I mean, it's just the planting of seeds. And let me tell you, a lie that I listened to a lot of times was, and then we're going to dive in because I'm really long-winded. But Stacey, you got to keep us on track. No, but a lie I listened to for a long time was this. Well, it's my planting month. I'm planting. And then all of a sudden I was laying in bed one night thinking, so why is it that sometimes it's like we say it's our planting month? We don't have the harvest, but we're diligent, you know. And I do believe don't grow weary and doing good at the due time, or you'll reap a harvest if you do not give up. So I do believe that. But I'm like, but why for some people are they always harvesting? You know, and I started to think about it. And here's the thing. If you are always planting, then you are always going to be harvesting. It might be different crops in different seasons, but I think if you're at a drought and you're like, well, I'm planting, the truth is, and it's been the truth in my business before, there's nothing growing because I wasn't planting last month or a few months ago. Because if you are always planting, you will always be harvesting. It might be different things. You might be harvesting your corn, and then you got your wheat, and then you got your apples. But if you are always planting, you will always have a harvest. That is why there are girls signing 30, 40, 50 customers every single month. They don't have a drought month because they always planting. So some of you guys, that's okay. It's been me before. You haven't been planting. You weren't getting up your 10 a day. We're going to start now, and let's do it, okay? We'll start now. We're going to do it. So the key is you have to be getting up your 10 a day. But here's the thing. My mind was blown when Ashley Rickman is a girl on our team. In the last 2 months, she's been the top customer enroller in my downline. and she enrolled over 100 customers last month. She, over 100 customers the month before that. I mean, she just enrolls masses, and she's got 2 little kids, hairdresser, so she's got all the excuses, the distance learning stuff. So the fact is, like, throw your excuse out the window. I get it. We all have kids home distance learning. You might have babies like me too. You might have your spouse, like there's all things. And yes, some have it harder than others, but y'all, it is all hard, okay? And that's okay, because that's just kind of part of it. I think Kelly Brown, was it Kelly Stacey that said, you got overwhelmed, it's not gonna kill you. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die because you're a little overwhelmed, okay? No one's gonna die. And so what Ashley said is, I said, Ashley, here's what I want to know. How many was supposed to get up a day? And now Ashley, she's like killing it. She's like getting hundreds, okay? I mean, I'm signing hundreds of customers a month. She was honestly, 10 would be a low month for me. She's like, I do more like 15, but that's just her. We're challenging you to 10. And I go, okay, how many of those are from follow-up? She goes, oh, I mean, at least 70%. I go, huh? I have never been good at follow-up until this tracking system. And when she said that, this light bulb went off. I'm like, whoa, you're saying, and she's saying, probably 7 out of 10 come from me following up. That is such big numbers. Don't plant seeds and let someone else come over and water them, and then take your corn, shuck your corn, or whatever they call it, and they get it, right? So Stacey, tell us some of the follow-up tips, because you have so many, because you're like the queen of follow-up.
Well, I love that. I love everything you're saying. And this is one of the things as people are getting started, 2 words that I keep in my mind, grace and grit. Yeah, give yourself grace to figure this out and get your system. And I love that you talked about numbers too, because I've had to figure out my numbers. I know, so this is what I know from doing this and really having the trackers, okay? So one of the things that I was kind of failing at is I would pick my day with this tracker. And again, Sherry said it was in there in the eSuite, and it is, you just type in trackers and document library. But I would fill this sheet up, and then I'd think, okay, well, we'll just see when everybody posts, right? But what I've learned is I got to fill this up to get 10 up. Okay, I have to have 20 yeses, basically, is what I know, to get 10 up. That's me knowing my numbers. And you know what? I know I have to ask 50 to 60 people a day to post to get those 20 yeses. So those are my numbers. Your numbers might be different, but that's what I know from doing this. Like, if I haven't sent out the messages, if I haven't got the yeses, if I go, oh, I got my 10 yeses, I'm probably going to get 5 to 6 up a day. And that's kind of where there might be the days like that. And so just knowing, like, this is May 7th and May 8th, and then this is May 8th too. You know what I mean? Like, don't just, if somehow the 10 yeses were messing me up for a little bit. And I'm like, oh wait, I got to figure this out. But when Sherry, I'm going to share the thing, Sherry, that you often share, that 48% of sales people never follow up with a prospect. So it's 48%, right? 25 of them make a second contact and stop. 12 of them make 3 contacts. 12% make 3. Only 10% make more than 3 contacts. Okay, now listen to this. 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 2%. 3 are made on the second, 3%. That's not a big jump. 5 are made on the third. 10 on the fourth. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. So how many people have you asked once and gave up on? You can't do that. You need to follow up and have a follow-up system. So one of the first things I'm going to tell you is my follow-up system. And a lot of you guys have been asking in the chat already, what do you do? So when I get up, I'm building a habit, right? I'm building a habit right now. This is becoming part of my everyday. Like, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, you know what I mean? And then I look at my trackers. I do my prayer, do my devotional. My trackers are part of it. When I go, so today, I'm going through, before I hopped on, all these white, right? Because I wrote the names down. They said yes. Sandy said yes, she's gonna post. I sent her the post to send, okay? But guess what? Sandy didn't put it up. And I don't know if you're having people tag you or not. And sometimes this helps me because people don't tag me and they put it up. And so I look at their wall too to see if it's up, okay? But Sandy didn't put it up. So what am I gonna do? I'm sending Sandy a quick message that just says, and Yadis is going to throw it in the chat, good morning, you know, because I do mine in the morning. Good morning. Let me know when you get your post up so I can get
chat
your
people, stop real quick. Chat people, don't put anything in the chat because Yadis is going to share the script. I'm reading it and a lot of you are all like, script. Okay, so there it is. Look for Yadis. I'll call us, same last name as us. She's going to put some scripts in there. So hold off on typing in the chat for a sec. Okay, keep going, sis.
Right. So with Sandy, I'm going to say, good morning. Let me know when you get the post up so I can get your entry in, right? We're doing a giveaway. If you're giving away a sample or, you know, whatever, or I want to send you a thank you card or something like, good morning. Let me know when you get the post up so I can get your entry in. That simple, y'all. It's just a simple follow-up that you just stick it out there. And you know what? I need them. I need follow-ups to remember what my kids need to be doing. So like, I'm definitely going to need a follow-up to put up a post for somebody. That's not the first thing on my mind when I have 500 other things to do. Okay. So that is that simple. So you go through, and I've had people go, oh yeah, I forgot, or they didn't see when I sent the message even yet. So sometimes I'll go, hey, just making sure you saw this. You know, so simple, just like, don't overthink it. Just be a normal person. You know what I mean? Hey, just make it like my kids. Don't forget to take the stuff at the bottom of the stairs, upstairs. I mean, I have to say that over and over and over again, and they still haven't created that a habit. Okay. So don't get frustrated with people when they don't do it right away. Don't give up on them. You want to do your trackers. Okay. And you want to go back and you want to ask those people to get them up. Now, the next thing with follow-up is boosting your posts, okay? To me, I consider this part of follow-up. So when somebody posts for me, right? And they put up the post, one of the first things I'm always gonna do is I'm gonna go comment on that post. I know that boosted in the algorithms for their friends. So I might go, yay! Or if it's a coffee post, I might put a bunch of little coffee emojis or whatever, okay? The next day, I'm going to go back to that post and I'm going to say, thanks so much for posting this. All right. Guess what that does? It boosts the posts. Okay. And then probably the next day, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do this. And it's right here. I'm so excited to be putting in orders today and tomorrow. And you know what I love? I boost it with a picture. So if it's the Thermal Fight X, I find those awesome corporate approved before and afters, right? They're everywhere floating around. You can find them on, you can find them in your Connect app, and you can also find them on the It Works, what's that, Pinterest page. There you go. But I boost it with whatever product it is. So, you know, we've had people talk about the coffee. So put a before and after of the coffee in that post. You'll be surprised what happens with this. Oh, and if you have your own, I love that you said that. If you have your own results, put that under the post, okay? When people see, right, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So stick that before and after up there and you boost it in the comments. You just reply to that post, okay? It's that simple. It does not take long, especially when you have these. I'm like, okay, there we go. Those are all boosted. And then I'm going to go back and look at those because that will it will come back again. And I have found honestly that kind of in the morning is a good time to do that. And also at that after dinner time, those boost again in the nighttime to do that. Okay. So that's that. And then you're going to go, okay, now I have people saying yes on the post. Do I just leave them on the post? I might go to I'm going to go to the next place with this. I would say you want to be writing down everybody who's interested in the products. Okay. Whatever system you may have for that. I know Sherry, you write yours all down in a notebook, correct? Am I right on that, or a piece of paper? Okay. I know for me, I write mine. Mine's like, it's not that special, y'all, but whatever it is. Okay. Some people screenshot it. Awesome. But I write all my potentials. That's part of this business. Okay. So there's Sherry's potential. Here's mine. Okay. I write their names down. So I'm capturing them, enter them into the Connect app, if that's, you know, a way for you to follow up. But you want to be writing these names down. Why? because you want to follow up with these people. What's the statistic? 2%. 2%. If you leave it after 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, you want to get to that 5 times if they haven't signed up yet, right? So what are ways that you can follow up? Because now I know I have Jaylee right here that's interested in the hair, skin, and nails, and I need to follow up with her. All right. And so I'm going to, anytime a promotion happens, you know, this pick 2, pick 3 is amazing, right? Thank you, corporate, again, for giving us this amazing tool to follow up. Any promotion that's going on, you follow up with those loyal customers. Hey, I know, even if it's something different, like seriously, hey, I know you're interested in the hair, skin, and nails. I have to tell you, one of my favorite products just you know, just came out on this deal. So anything like that, you want to have a place that your potentials are captured so you can follow up with them. So anytime a promotion's happening, some people do a 2 by 2 by 2. So this at 2 days, at 2 weeks, and at 2 months, they follow up with these people. Decide your follow-up system and do it, okay? Here's the thing. One of my favorite follow-ups is, hey, I'm putting in orders, and I know Yadis already put it up there. I'm putting in orders today. I'm sitting down to put in orders this afternoon. Can I add yours? Or I'm putting in orders today and tomorrow. Can I add yours? You know, because some people will be like, send me the link, and then all of a sudden they're too big. They're like, will you just do it for me? Yeah, sure. I would love to do that for you. I mean, let me help you real quick. Okay. So there's simple follow-ups. Another thing is too, they're people, right? So sometimes a follow-up is just staying in their inbox. It doesn't have to be like a deal's going on. It can just be like, hey, hope you're having a great week. You can voice memo, you know? And just remember one thing, I remember hearing this in the very beginning, there's practically a holiday in every month. So the day before a holiday, you could sit down and just message these people like, hey, thinking about your family, thinking about you, you know, before Mother's Day or Memorial Weekend, right? That's what it is here. It's May 2 for a weekend in Canada for all my Canadians out there. Shout out to you all, but just like, well, not this weekend, but it's coming. Okay. But just a simple stay in their box, stay connected. Okay. That's some follow-ups with those people. Now, the last thing I want to hit before Sherry gets into some of hers is, what does your Facebook wall say about you? So Claire talked a little bit about this a couple days ago with DT posts, but you want your Facebook wall or your Instagram wall, wherever you're following up with people, to be the right mix of everything, right? I cannot tell you how many customers I have signed because of this. Someone posted a post for me about coffee, okay? I sent them a message. They didn't say anything to me, okay? At some point, maybe they ghosted me, all right? Then I put up a post of somebody's amazing results of the before and after of the coffee. And all of a sudden they're sparked. Or I put up a post about the cleanse. I'm telling you, the cleanse, no matter what people are interested in, they love the cleanse. So on my Facebook wall, I'll put in some of those corporate approved before and afters. And then especially of the product that you're having people post about, because, right, they're seeing it again. They're getting to that second time, that third time, that fourth time, that fifth time as you stay consistent. They also want to know you're a person and not just a salesperson. So I would challenge you, like, are you there? Do they see that you are running a business too from your phone that is successful? Because you're planting seeds, you're watering those seeds with your posts. And so don't miss out on that, putting those things up on your wall. And just know, guys, yeah. Okay, sis, go ahead. There you go.
I love that because it's so true. And I mean, and I see a bunch of people were like, wait, I don't see the script in the chat. Y'all, you didn't, it was in the chat to everyone. It's so simple, you probably missed it. Like that's like the script, like the follow-up scripts, like literally so simple. You know, I'm so excited to be putting in orders I'm so excited to be putting in orders today and tomorrow. Would you like me to put in yours? Can I put in yours? Like, it's just like beyond simple. Like even one of the ones Denise is like, I'll put it 52 times. Would you like me to add yours? But it's like so simple. She just put it again. But I'll do things like, hey girl, I'm getting ready to place, if it's afternoon, I go, hey girl, I'm getting ready to place some orders tonight. Did you want me to put in yours? Question mark. Like that's almost the same as that. Hey girl, maybe it's nighttime. Hey girl, I'm going to be placing some orders tomorrow morning. Did you want me to get yours in? Or whatever. Like those are just like, it's just beyond basic. Like that's one of my favorite follow-up ones, right? Another follow-up one that I've done before is just simple. And Denise, I didn't give you the script, but it's like so simple. It'll be like, hey girl, I know we chatted about the cleanse before. Let me show you this great, before and after I just saw. And I'll send them a before and after of whatever product we talked about. Hey girl, I know we were chatting about the Skinny Brew before. Oh my goodness, just came across this, wanted to share. And I send them a before and after the Skinny Brew. Like literally. And I've seen people write or ask, where do we get the photos? If you go to Pinterest, It Works Global has an official It Works Global Pinterest page. If you go to the It Works Facebook page, It Works Global does have an official Facebook page. There's photos in there. If you go to the Connect app, do you know there's even a spot for photos in there? I actually didn't know that, so I just stumbled upon that a few days ago. I was like, oh, that's cool. So there are so many like photos, okay? But that's another idea to follow up. Send them a before and after, like Stacey said, a photo is like 1,000 words, okay? So moving on, I don't want to repeat what she said. I'm like, we're staying on our notes. But here's one thing. I started to realize a lot of times we like want new. So it's like, okay, got to get my 10 host to post up. We're asking new people to host a post and you're putting up more giveaways and we're doing all this. But the number of people who have given you a yes and said they would post for you but haven't, we're missing them. They're falling through the cracks. They already gave you the yes. It is so much harder to get this cold market person to give you the yes to say they'll post than it is to get someone that said yes and forgot to remind them to post. Like literally. And so that is like for sure one thing I realized. I'm like, okay, I was like, because I'm new to this. I just started March 21st doing this, you guys, and it's changed my business, but I am not a pro. And so I was getting them all up and then I realized, dang, I have got a lot that I'm not highlighting, like a lot, like especially at the beginning when I go back to like, back when I first started March 24th, look at all those ones like not highlighted. So then I was like, shoot. And then the next day I'm trying to get up more to make up for that. And then all of a sudden I realized, oh wow, just because 10 said yes does not mean 10 will post. Stacey's right. 10 yeses that they'll post for me, maybe 5 actually will. So what I do now, okay, is I spend time, and I've been picking Sundays as my day before I even try to get up new hosts to posts, like by getting new people. So I stop on Sundays and I'm like, it's my follow-up day. And so I go through and I follow up with people that said yes, that they would, but didn't. And there's days I have gotten 10 new ones up just from old yeses, okay? And what happens, I normally don't answer the questions in the chat because it's like so many, but yeah, if I ask and I follow up and they don't post, next, moving on. Like, I'll remind them if they're gonna post and then like, hey girl, did you want me to get your entry in? Next. I wouldn't follow up more than one time for someone just to post it for me personally. Like because then there's just we have like how many billion people in the world? Like there's just so many fish in the sea. But I am gonna try to follow up with those who said yes. So it's like if they said yes, hey girl, I wanted to get your entry in. Let me know when you post, or have you had a chance to post yet? ? Obviously, I know if they posted or didn't post, but I just kind of use a question like that. And with a question, hey girl, I want to get your entry in. Were you able to post yet? ? Something just simple like that. And I'll go back through. And so and I'm about to blow your mind with 2 things, and then we're getting ready to wrap up. Okay, but that's why I like Sundays now to go back through the last 7 days and ask them, because then I'm not having to ask them like a month later. So I feel like as I'm learning this I'm a newbie like you. I started at the end of March. As I'm learning new things, I'm like, oh, this makes it more simple for me now. On Sundays, I go back and get all my non-highlighted ones and I read you one ask and then I move on. And I try to, but here's what I do. I add them all as friends. So maybe they didn't post for me, and I'm signing customers who commented on a host a post. Okay, they commented. They never posted for me because somehow they commented on a giveaway host post from Sally, who hosted a post. They commented. I told them how to get an entry. They didn't put up the entry, but they saw me post about another product and signed up to order. That's happening. And Stacey said, so you add these people. My core 4 is you post every day, you message every day, you follow up, and you expand your network by adding them. So with host to post, you can do your core 4. You can post about a giveaway that you're doing. You can message those people, or you can go green light message, which you've heard about. Then you can make sure that we're following up, and then expand your network. Add these people. Like, I think Kelly Brown might have said it on something. As long as I can like say their name, I'm like, you can be my friend. Like if it's like a little too much and I can't, I might not, or some weird men, creeping looking men, not that men are creepers because they're not, we love men. But you know what I mean? So like, but for the most part, they're gonna get an ad. I'm gonna add them, okay? And so, yeah, that's that. Okay, so here's the second part, ready? This is my last point about this, is so we want to follow up once a week with who's not highlighted, okay? Ready for number 2? And if they say they don't want to do it, we move on. I'm like, that's okay. You don't have to post about a product. Or I might say, oh, no worries. Did you want to post about my giveaway? And I'll send them the giveaway if they don't want to do it. Next. We aren't beggars. We don't need to beg. People want to host a post. I get up 10 a day. 10 a day is 300 a month. Easy breezy lemon squeezy, as my 8-year-old would say. I can get them up. You just got to ask more people, okay? People want the products. When someone's like, I've signed 0 customers, I've signed 1 customer, you're just not asking enough. You're not getting enough host to post up. Because if I can sign 70, you can sign 70. Stacey, it's just fact, okay? And so we're giving you the tools. And next is, so it's made it so much easier for me to follow up with whoever's not highlighted once a week, okay? And now here's number 2. This has been game changer. I decided, you know what? I want to go double ambassador. Why am I sitting here at ambassador just on my 1.0, and I have a 2.0 that's been just hanging out at presidential, and I'm watching all these other girls break the 4-minute mile, and Marwa and Courtney and Christy, and I'm like, shoot, I want this too. So I had to have, once again, it's not just for them, it's for me too. So when you see people promote you guys, I don't know, put in the chat what rank you're going for. I want to see that. We'll have a change of subject. I'll get right back on track, I promise, Stacey. But yeah, let's see that rank. Okay, I love this. These are the ranks everyone wants to go for. This is like incredible. This is incredible. And as soon as it slows down, we're gonna do something else. So I'm gonna let that, I love seeing what you guys are going for. I mean, that's just incredible. And so the next thing we're gonna do in a minute is you're seeing the different ranks that people wanna go for. If you promoted to one of those ranks last month, I want you to put in the chat, I promoted to diamond in April. Or if you did it in March or April, I only want to hear from March and April. I promoted to double last month. Look at this. I promoted to emerald in April. So you know what this shows you right now, you guys? All those people, you're saying what rank you want. Look at all the people that have done it. If they can do it, you can do it. It's not just for them. It's for you. Look at this. I can't even keep up. You can go back through. So this is just showing you, if you want it, you can have it. Whether it's the promotion, whether it's signing a certain number of customers, whether it's signing a certain number of distributors. And so all of this was to bring it to this. So I decided I'm going double ambassador. It is my time. Pam says it's already happened. It's already happened. When the queen says it's already happened, she's saying you just decide, and then it's happened. So all of you that put those in there, it's already happened. You are gonna reach your goal. So I needed like last month, like 26 distributors to be charted for this promotion. So I go, okay, SheriLynn, I already told you at the beginning, I'm really good at steps to success, but my 3 DTs, I need more than 3 new distributors. I need like 26. So I know that massive action always equals massive results. Massive action equals massive results. You don't like your number of customers you're signing, increase your action. You don't like the number of distributors you're signing, increase your action. You want your paycheck to go up, increase your action, okay? So with that said, I thought Amanda shared, and I asked her, I go, Amanda, you always sign 1 million, like 20 distributors a month and 30 distributors a month. I sign like 5. So I want to do what you're doing. It's not just for her, it's for me. What do you do? And she goes, one of the best things I do is I go back and everyone who hosted a post for me, I ask them if they want to join the business. Think of that, y'all. They are ready. And don't look at Yadis is putting it in the chat. So don't type in the chat. Yadis, you might have to put it one more time. Yadis Alcala is putting it. This is what I went back and send now. So now I have a new system. It took me a long time to go back, but everybody from March until like the end of April, everybody, I'm like, I'm going to go ask them all to join my team. Guess what, you guys? Get ready to have your mind blown. I went back from March 21st to like April, whatever it was, 26th when I decided to do this. So 10 people a day, all those days, I'm not good at math, is like 160 people or whatever it was. I asked all of them. I sent them that message. I ended up signing like 15 distributors from that because I asked. I wasn't having enough conversations. If you're not having enough conversations, you're not going to sign enough. You've got to, message how many people on a giveaway post. You have to message 50 people to have 15 say they'll post, to have 7 actually post. You're not a failure. That's just numbers. That's just numbers. So I messaged 100 and something people asking if they wanted business. Maybe 40 said they wanted info. Probably not even that. Maybe 30 said they wanted info. And then, 10 joined. It's just the numbers. It's the number game. So here's the thing. I don't want you to have to spend 16 hours on your phone going back and asking everyone, which you are going to have to do that to catch up. But now listen to what I do. Every day I get my 10 hosted posts up. Every day. The next day, I ask those 10 if they want to. That way, I'm just asking 10 people a day to join my team. And I'm asking the 10 people from the prior day. And when I do it like this, I don't get behind and have this huge number, but I did. And so I would recommend go back and ask everyone if they want info that's on your tracker. If they hosted a post, they get an ask. And that's going to take you a little bit of time, and it's okay. Being overwhelmed, you won't die. But now I'm doing it every day, asking 10. Yesterday, I asked the 10 from the day before. Today I'm going to ask the 10 who hosted a post, and I'm having conversations. And then the secret is, don't ask for me to email this to you. It's literally just an Excel sheet John did with date, name, social handle, interest. And that's it. But I write down the date. So you'll see there's like dates, whatever, of people that I'm end up in conversations with that will say like, okay, April 28th, March 5th, like whatever. And I've got sheets of these. So if they want info and say, yeah, send me info. I write their name down. They're a potential. They wanted the info. We're starting a conversation. And then I make notes and then I follow up. So then you are going to need to follow up and have a tracker for customers that say they're interested and distributors that say they're interested. And I'm not fancy. I'm a hot mess. And here's one. Oh, that's another distributor one. So my loyal customer one got filled out. So I do the same thing for loyal customers. And if you're like I see a bunch of people that were like, my printer's horrible. Baby, use binder paper. Just write number 1, PLC at the top, name, what social handle are you talking to them? What are they interested in? Yay! You don't have a tracker, pull out your binder paper. Product post 1, product post 2, product post 3, go to 6, giveaway 1, giveaway 2. Like, that's it. You don't need a tracker. You need a go to the dollar store, just a spiral little notebook. That's fine. Whatever you want to do, and then highlight on that, okay? So those are my 2 biggest follow-up tips. Follow up, pick one day to follow up with whoever didn't post that said they would, okay, with your trackers. And then the day after they post, follow up and ask them, do they want to do this business? What do? We basically post, right? We post and talk to people. If they're going to host a post for you, they would rock at this business, okay? Stace, do you have anything you want to close out with or anything we missed that I missed?
Nope, I'm just excited y'all implement this. One of the things that I would do is you're gonna have to figure out your system. If you've never done this, you're gonna need a little more time to figure it out. But once you've got it, you're going to rock it. My analogy is riding a bike. Have you ever seen a kid try to ride a bike? right? The first little bit, they're taking time to just be able to get on the bike, and they don't go that far. But then the next day they try again and they go a little further in the same amount of time. And then they go a little further. So then all of a sudden you are going to do this, but don't give up. Don't go, oh, I can't quite get on the bike. I give up. It's not for me. You have to give yourself great grace to figure it out. And then you need that grit to follow through and do it till it works, because it does work. It works for SheriLynn. It works for Rachel Jones. It works for Amanda Boucher. It works for Kelly Brown. It works for Amy Spence. It works for Ashley Renown. It works. It works for everybody and multiple people on the team. So just do it. You know, Mark Batterson says, go, set, ready. So don't be there and say, ready, set, go. I got to get it all ready and all lined up and figure it out first. No, go and figure it out as you're going. That's the best way you're going to learn. You are your own business owner. You are your own CEO. Figure it out as you go, and you'll be so glad that you did.
I love that. Yes. So that's it. We want to leave you with that. Go, set, ready. Let's just put in the action. Massive action equals massive results. That's it. This is proven to work. It will work for all. It will work for anybody and everybody. If it's not working for you, I would probably look and say, show me your tracker. Let me see your 10 highlighted a day. And what I love about this, you guys, it's duplicatable. We can teach our teams to do it. We can teach, new people that join how to host a post, okay? So it's something we can do. It's an amazing tool in our toolbox, and then it's something that we can show our team how to do as well, okay? So I love you guys. Thank you. I know Cammie will be getting the recordings up. If you haven't watched them all, make sure go back. This is the conclusion. So this is the farewell of our 10 days of Host to Post training. Don't forget, if you were brand new and hopped on and you're like, I don't even know what you're talking about, if you go to your It Works Connect app, there's an amazing Host to Post 101 beginner that you can watch that Rachel and Kelly did. So you can watch that to kind of figure out what the heck we're talking about, okay? So start there in your Connect app, watch Host to Post 101, and then we will get all of these these recordings up and available for everyone, okay? That's it. Love everyone. So excited. Let's end May strong. We can do it. You can and you will. Bye.